everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons and Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I am the Dungeon Master, Michael, and we have a wonderful session in store for you today. But before we get to that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, look at our new character art. Wow, Killian and Josh, you guys have some new character art up on the stream.
Wow.
Oh, it's so exciting.
I love it.
It looks
feel like
great.
we're missing one.
We have Pudak and Tora up there, looking great. Why is Tora kind of,
Whoa.
Kind of what? No, sorry, you didn't finish that sentence, Michael. What?
Tora's mewing.
Kind of amazing.
Tora's getting hit on by so many characters right now.
Anyway.
So, apologies from Caleb. He will join us another time. He could not join us this evening, correct? Yeah.
Correct. And we'll have that character revealed when he's here to debut that character art. So rad, amazing. So looks great. And by the way, did you know a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate, which is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you could be using at your tables at home. If you want to watch some music videos of theirs, they are on YouTube. You can listen to the music on Spotify, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. For more information, right now. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command in our chat !midnight for a direct link.
Well, that's cool. Hey, Michael, are you sitting comfortably?
Yes.
That's great. Speaking of plugs, I just wanted to point out that this beautiful art is courtesy of our amazing artist Jeremiah, who sorry, I just came up from emceeing a burlesque show. I'm feeling extra cheeky, but no, Jeremiah here is responsible for all of the character art that you see here and is available for commissions. Is that right, Jeremiah?
It is true.
That's right. Hit him up for for requests. If you've got money. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I have to say.
Minimum $5 billion.
And right on theme, it is session 69, everybody.
Nice.
So,
Let's go.
Yeah.
if you have missed the previous 68 sessions, you can find them on our YouTube channel or on the podcast network. More information to our mid-session break. But everybody, it's that time. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we are now beginning session 69 of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in his character's own words, none other than Guy as Casimir Gray.
Sorry, it's going to take me a second to get back in character because 69. All right.
We'll get over it.
Where's Ninja Sex Party when you need him?
Once again, I find myself on the precipice of the void. The thread that binds me to life has grown so fine. When the voices call, they are so distant. Kresna, I am sworn to atone through service to you. I do not want to give up. Life feels like a blink. Moments flash through my mind. Flash, ripped from the hellish plane of nightmares, right into the heat of another pitched battle. Stonlagar, besieged by twisted giants, the city in dire risk of falling. Rushing through the city, trying to be the heroes we often deny we can be. Aspen and Galder use their combined talents, holding a falling tower just long enough to save many lives. Another flash, the priestess of Valkyrie, holding off 3 giant fiends on her own. She points us towards the king in dire need of assistance. I help her grow stronger through magic to give her an edge. The next flash, the king gravely wounded on a giant bridge. He retreats, but we are joined by 3 new allies against these twisted, horrific fiends and the primordial of ice that just ended us not long ago. My heart, it was racing. Our friends, they're falling. Are these new allies enough to win this fight? Then, one beat. My heart stops. I'm back in the void. The void is becoming consuming. I feel like I'm drawn further away. Then, in a blinding flash, Galder rips me back into life. Another chance. But I feel the lack of the sword. My bond is broken. The maestro killed me, stole it. Time passes quickly now. We defeat the primordial. It dissolves. Then time slows. We invite Mordecai, Putak, and Torah to join us. The priestess struggles to bring back a fallen child in her arms. The souls of the dead are so distant now. She can't bring them back. I feel the void for a moment as the dread overtakes me. Next, I can remember we're being named heroes of Cogran. We're being given titles of lords of the nation. Heartbeat. Another beat. My memory fades for a moment. I remember the Queen and her daughter, Princess Lixil, are with us. Something important is being said. We're off to Craggy Rock, then off to Amandaresk to seek answers. Feel like something is missing. Another heartbeat. I'm still here. Kresna, I will keep my promise. I will atone.
So, I believe where we last left off, you all were heading back to the castle for a long rest. Is that correct to say?
Right.
Or were we shopping?
I don't think there's any opportunity to go shopping right now, but basically, before you head off to long rest at the castle where the queen and the princess are, is there anything that anybody would like to do before that happens?
Sounds like that's
Zul's,
no.
Zul's spending time with Princess Luxella, however much time they have before they have to part.
Okay.
Was there anything that anybody wanted to do? Talk about getting... I know there was some discussion about maybe trying to secure some better armor.
I wouldn't mind a run into town.
Yeah, but didn't the king already walk away?
Yeah, he's hurt.
Well, you guys are going back to the castle, so
Yeah.
there will be opportunity for that.
Yeah.
All right. So, as the day comes to its natural end, you all find yourselves having a very quiet and solemn dinner at the keep. As you know, a few different things are brought over to your table, whatever's left, whatever could be easily prepared due to the events from the last few hours. As you're sitting there, the queen is present, so is Princess Luxilla and the king as well. What would you all like to do?
What's the mood at the moment?
It's like a
end of the
mix
day kind of thing.
It's like end of the day, exhausted, kind of like just quiet, a bit of like a melancholy, I would say.
I have a question for the group. Did you guys ever tell Galder how Casimir came back?
You probably got filled in at some point.
Maybe loosely. He came back
Loosely.
on his own, kind of.
Okay. So you wouldn't know anything like beyond that?
Probably not specifics.
But I don't know if anyone knows specifics.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
anybody knows specifics. Yeah.
I would like to pull Casimir to the side and have a conversation.
Cool. You hear that lute in the background music? Yeah, Zul's playing that right now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's him.
automatic nat 20.
He's playing that.
Yeah,
I'll allow
he's
it.
Diegetic, baby.
Yes, Calder.
So I've been doing some thinking. For one, it's getting harder and harder to bring you back every time you fall battle. But
It's harder to feel the connection.
I'm wondering, is this linked? Because you mentioned your soul doesn't reside in your body. I think I do remember hearing that.
I don't think so.
How did you come back the first time? What made you into an undead?
A choice.
Choice.
I was killed by an angel, and we were seeking an infernal focus, and in that moment I was gone, and the entity that was bound to the focus gave me the opportunity to return. And the part of me at that time that wanted to finish what I'd been hoping for, that was more concerned about living to see another day more than being concerned about the consequences. And
where is this infernal focus?
In Ferrostyle.
Ferrostyle.
In the hands of Ithlanda Lustina.
Okay.
And yes, it's interesting that, what is a soul? You think that that's your essence of what you are, and I suspect that is why when what I am now dies, I don't connect to anything. I just feel distant.
Would like to make you a promise as your friend.
Okay.
I will get your soul back.
I just don't know, and I do appreciate that, but what if my soul was corrupt? What if removing it is what let me become what I am now?
Souls aren't a thing that can be corrupted. Mentalities can be corrupted. Ideals can be corrupted. But your soul is who you are. It is the culmination of your choices. Even now, without a soul, I'd say you have more soul than most people I've met.
I don't know if I believe that. I still have trouble separating who I was from who I am, but I mean, if there's a chance, if I die now, I'm gone, and the oath that I swore cannot be fulfilled in the next life as well as this.
I will get your soul back, whatever it takes.
Of course. And I will help you find the truth that you seek.
Thank you.
You're a good man. Your light is the only thing that connected me to this world.
I don't know how much longer it will keep you connected. So, this is something I must do immediately, as soon as I can.
If this shell dies and I don't come back, free my soul so that it can serve Kresna.
Understood. I have already signed myself away to 1,000 years of essentially damnation. So I don't want you to be floating around in nothing, whatever that nothing may be.
Yeah. Tastes slightly of cinnamon sometimes, but I think that's just a memory.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. But yes, that really threw off the whole groove there. All right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just I know we've had our disagreements, and
I think that they're well earned. I mean, it's tough when someone calls into question everything you think you know about yourself.
I acted irrationally though, and for that I do humbly apologize, because I have not apologized for that yet.
It's you don't need to apologize. I should have been more thoughtful, but
it's given me much to think about, and thinking occupies the brain while fighting occupies the body.
Yes. So we're gonna kill the Maestro, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. That's just off topic, but sorry.
No, that's absolutely. We are killing that motherfucker.
I feel like I've been living in a haze the last few hours.
Yeah, to anybody who's been in the party for a while, they'll see Aspen kind of sitting and contemplating in a similar manner to how he used to be before his death. Kind of a like subtle like aura of like despair around him.
Zol's gonna notice that, but he's trying to pick up the mood with his music. And the princess has his attention for a moment. What he's doing is he's gradually he comes closer to her and he starts singing. And he's on his knees and he's singing down into her belly.
So sweet.
And he plays some music. Gelang si paku gelang, gelang si rama rama, pulang marilah pulang, marilah pulang, bersama-sama. And he keeps singing like that, so tenderly. And as the song comes to an end, he stands up and he pats his lute. Gets a cup of water and he goes to sit next to his friend. What is wrong, my friend?
We get so close, but there's always something that pushes us 3 steps back.
Today we killed a primordial. The same thing that killed all of us. I think we are maybe not 3 steps back this time.
The primordial killed all of you. Maestro killed me for the 2nd time.
And somehow we come back. Because there are a lot of nightmares. He wants us to win. Yeah? So now we have one more friend. I think we are not 3 steps back. We're 3 steps forward, but the road is very, very long.
Aspen it's cradling that orb that he was given by the Lord of Nightmares in his hand.
What is this?
This was an orb I was given in exchange for my request to the Lord. He said that in exchange for my request to give the Maestro nightmares and horrible thoughts, I must give this to somebody that will use it to cause pain and destruction so that they could earn their place in his realm. Or I will serve him for 100 years after my death. I have no intention of giving it to anybody.
You want to serve him?
I don't plan on dying anytime soon, although that can be unpredictable. But in the time that I have left before my permanent demise, I will try to make sure that there's somebody to finish me off after my death.
This is what makes you sad.
I just need to know that the maestro meets his end.
He takes so much from you. From all of us. He has Astra. He take your life twice already. And also, your people still sick. Still stone.
Of course, I will assure that they return to health and that my people are safe before my time is done here. But that can't be assured if he's still walking around.
They say in where I come from, apa gunanya kemenyan sebesar tunggu kalau tidak dibakar? What is the use of an oven or burning if it is not on fire? I think some people are for burning. Some people are ovens. They burn. They make fire. They make pain. They make things happen. And then, gone. Ash. Maybe you are one person like this. I know I also am.
Maybe.
At this point, let's see here. Revelor. You'll look over your shoulder, just noticing with your passive perception that there is this tabby cat that is kind of like walking around the outskirts, but unlike your typical cat, it seems keenly interested in everything that's going on, watching as O'Kifley and Aspen are off to the side talking, Galder and Casimir.
I'm going to approach the cat.
You approach the cat.
Yes.
Okay, you do that.
Cool. I'm just gonna like kneel down and just kind of look at this thing. Like see if I can like psych him out to admit what it is.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, that's a 6.
6. The cat is not bothered. And it looks at you and it says, meow. Just like that.
Like, just like that. And
just like that.
it was a very, very manly meow you had there.
If only you were half as manly.
Gonna like be taken back a little bit. Like, just a talking cat.
Talking half-breed?
Oh.
I'm gonna kick the cat.
Roll to unarmed strike.
You can't hurt Neil the Cat Tyson.
16.
16 will miss as it nimbly dodges out of your way and then kind of just like rolls over and stretches, exposing its stomach. I would pulverize you, but I don't quite feel like it right now.
And what exactly is it that you are?
I'm Mr. Whiskers, of course.
Are you the king and queen's pet, or do you just kind of bother everyone and annoy everyone all day long?
Yes.
I see.
He'll walk
What
over
exactly
to a tablecloth that's kind of hanging off a table and start like sit down, start batting it as he looks right at you.
So what exactly is it you want, Mr. Whiskers?
There's nothing that I want that you could provide.
Not what I asked now, is it?
Galder, what's your passive perception, Casimir?
My passive perception is 15.
15.
Mine's 18 for what it's worth.
So I'll say that Zolkif and Galder do. Anybody who has a passive perception of 15 or higher would notice Revelor talking to this cat.
So I just sort of mosey over, lean my head closer. Revelor,
Hi.
this an old woman monster?
I'm not sure, but I do know it's a pain in the ass cat.
Galder's gonna bring Casimir over.
You guys have
remember
met
this
this
cat?
cat.
Oh, Mr. Whiskers.
Hello, hello.
How
How are you doing?
Oh, well, you know, dumpsters today aren't what they were yesterday.
Sorry, what's a dumpster?
Trash heaps.
Oh, okay. Why would you call it a dumpster? That sounds so complicated. It's just a heap of trash. Sorry, I don't mean to argue with you. I know that you're brilliant.
Is you look like you're just swatting at a tablecloth. You know, I am questioning a cat right now, and I'm not gonna do that.
Aspen looks to Tora and Podak and says, like, they don't usually talk to cats.
That's good.
I was just about to react on that. You definitely know strange creatures.
No, I suppose we.
Okay, this one talks back.
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
I mean, sorry, you haven't been to the underworld, so you're not used to things being weird. But talking cat, like, not even in my top 10 list of interesting things.
I hate to interrupt, but I could not help but overhear that you're heading to Aminderesk next.
It's via Craggy Rock, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm less concerned about the means and more so the destination.
I see.
Why exactly is that?
I was thinking of hiring you.
Okay.
Hiring us to do what?
Whatever it is, I feel inspired.
Even that's a new one for me.
There is a particular object I'm interested in. That's in the ancient hoard of Gargruma that is in Aminderesk. That would be of use to me.
I see. And
That I can
how
be.
does a cat pay its debts?
Once the item is returned, I'll be much more capable of so many things.
I don't like that. No.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Can I like try to see if its behavior is being like seething or anything?
Make
See if it's
an
growing line.
insight check.
In some parts of the world, they feed coffee beans to cats, or
No.
cat-like creature.
No.
What did you give for your insight check?
15.
15. So as you are looking into Mr. Whisker's eyes, the pupils in particular seem darker than black. And as you continue, you feel like your consciousness is pulled within this inky black abyss where you hear sounds of dark and eldritch terrors that go beyond your mortal understanding for a short amount of time. You watch as the world before you is created, and before it was created, there was just nothing but everything all at once. And then you're pulled back in the present conversation. I would be careful about where you go looking. You hear in your head.
Oh god. You should get out of my head. Can I say that in my head? Try mentally return that back.
But by choice. You feel the presence leave.
Thank you.
He says out loud.
If you hire us, what would we be looking for? This item that brings you power.
It is a collar.
A collar?
With a particular amount of gemstones on it. I wish to wear my collar once more.
Is this form your choice?
No. There's no point in lying. He flops to his side, does a big stretch.
Belly rub.
The big stretch.
Oh no, he's touching the cat's belly.
Go out for a second.
Alright, I'll stop.
He takes psychic damage.
I know my limits.
It's quite the unfortunate form to be in.
I've been in it for quite some time.
But it could be very useful. You definitely get around in all kinds of places.
Yeah, that is true. I've done that once. I used it to eavesdrop on a important meeting.
Yeah.
Turned into a cat.
Didn't you and Astra turn into cats once?
Yes,
Well,
and
we were
Astra knocked herself out by running headfirst into a post.
Yep.
On purpose.
Ah.
Yes.
Right.
I am delighted by the particulars of this very certain conversation. However, I do have a busy schedule ahead of me this evening. The offer is on the table, and you will be paid handsomely for the service if you were to provide it.
I got one question. Does it involve challenges of hardship and courage?
If you were to complete this, you would be legendary.
I am on board.
He actually misspoke. It's a key to his collar. He has a collar on.
Oh, I mean, he needs to take his collar off.
Okay.
You want to take these off? What happens if it comes off?
I'll be able to return to my true form.
And what is your true form?
Not this.
Aha.
This does sound like a good surprise in the long run.
Why was you trapped in this form in the first place? If you don't mind us asking.
I was wondering the same thing.
That's a loaded question, if you ask me. I'll tell you what you'll get in exchange. Passage to the realms of order.
Oh. That's no small reward.
No.
Oh.
I'm not one to judge, but with that type of power, it sounds like somebody probably had their reasons for containing you.
Something, yes.
Whether justified or not.
You'll hop off the table. Anyway,
But,
It was nice seeing you, Seekers. And he'll walk behind the table leg, but as he walks past the table leg, the other half does not emerge. The last thing you get to see is a flick of a tail.
Ugh.
That's disconcerting.
Someone on the other side of that table is just going, what the hell am I seeing?
So,
There's a guy who's like a dwarf who's like half down a pint, and he's just like.
No. He'll never drink again. We just made his life better.
I mean, just a fog, yes, but red flag?
Oh,
I mean-
huge red flag.
I saw into its eyes, and it had the universe being created and destroyed all at once. It was terrifying.
Oh. Okay.
And then it told me not to snoop in its mind. In my mind.
Make a history check, Calder.
Make a hit. Okay.
I suppose maybe this is someone you
17.
can talk to.
17. Things beyond creation would be something prior to the creation wars.
Yeah.
And whatever this eldritch cat is could, and that is the word I'm using here, eldritch cat could have the information that you seek.
But it was lost.
I would like to
Yeah.
use divine sense, which
it's gone.
gives it gone, or but still, like this didn't have the chance to call out, right? So
Let me read the spell.
Yeah.
it's a paladin thing.
Let me read the class feature.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Posted there.
Don't you just love Roll20? Yeah. While this is happening, Aspen reaches into his herbalism kit and pulls out some catnip and sets it on the floor.
You do not detect any celestial fiend, but there is a smell of undead emerging from Casimir.
Well, there's two things. First of all, cat does not have something to do with devilish or celestial, but you, my friend, you smell like a graveyard.
Yeah, sorry, I need a shower.
No, I mean your total essence. That does not come off with shower.
I was saying, with the right amount of cologne, you can cover it up. I need to do it for Zokifli because, his nose is pretty sharp.
Okay, so that is kind of open knowledge. Everybody has. You're just
Yeah, for the most part.
walking, talking.
Yeah,
that
pretty
Casimir.
much everyone kind of gathered it through, my inability to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Zola's just, by the way, his nose is just twitching, and he's just staring down at that catnip. Just.
Yeah, I think honestly the only person who didn't figure it out through my directly saying it was Astra.
Yeah, Aspen kind of passes Zulkifli like almost like a bouquet garni of like catnip.
No.
Oh God.
Oh,
Keep the princess away from him.
But just to bring this up again, everything further on with all your seeker business is quite dangerous and hefty.
Generally, yes.
I think I need to short conversation with King. I need bigger armor, and
Right
I
on
think
cue.
I think he has less people running around that would be missing some armor. Bad thing, but
Right on
problems
cue.
and stuff.
Two dwarves, because actually this was about to happen anyway. Two dwarves will come up to you. Both of them look. The king noticed, while speaking to you, that you're not quite armored for your fighting style. And they will put on the table a +1 plate mail.
Ooh.
Is this for me?
It is for you.
Well, would you look at this? There's some, oh my god, engravings. It has magical properties. It is shiny. Who was the polishing man of this armor? Not just the working of it. This totally fits my style. I will, yes, on the battlefield I will shine.
Fit for a lord, eh?
One second.
Oh, the king walked away.
The king was never there.
Could you lend me a squire to help me out and in on the new armor? We want to see if we need to, like, if it fits on the spot.
I'm sorry, are you asking for like a squire to come along with us to just dress you?
No, just this once.
Okay, because it's like,
Well, it's like, I mean, I can.
Calder and I know how to put on plate mail. He's actually wearing my plate mail.
I'm wearing his old playmat.
Yeah. I got the undead smell it first, I think.
He didn't,
You did
but it's
not.
okay.
No.
Even I can smell it.
Well, I did not want to start with you with some favors on helping me out right away.
Oh no.
And then, since we're here and there are definitely some servants running around, I guess there might be a squire to help me the first time at least.
I mean, you're pretty tall, so
I am pretty and I am tall. That is a good.
okay.
The second dwarf will approach and hand Tora a mandolin.
Why, thank you.
Is it Captain Corelli's?
This one is a special item of the Dwarven College of Music.
Oh, I do music.
By character sheet, it's called the Canith Mandolin, Canait. It is capable of casting cure wounds, dispel magic, and protection from energy lightning only.
Could you just spell that again, sorry?
Canaith, mandolin. Canith? It's not a place that exists in this world, but it's a legendary bard college weapon item, instrument.
Huh.
It's a rare magic item.
Thank you. Thank you, kind sir. I will look after it with great care.
That's quite the fancy looking instrument.
Yes. It's very nice. I'll just admire it for like a second and place it next to my other loot, I guess.
So, do you have a squire to help me out this once?
They'll look at Kazner. He seems more than suitable to put on armor.
Okay, so Galder, you do the lower bits, I'll do the upper bits.
Yep.
Because he's
But
really tall.
we
so
will
he
not
doesn't
do
fly.
it here in the main hall at main table. Come on, I do have some. We don't want to make the women blush. Come on.
We're gonna do this so everyone can see you in your glory. Okay,
If
we'll go
there
to
are
the side.
If there are complaints afterwards that everybody's following me, that is on you guys.
Fully on us.
Yeah, that's sure thing, buddy.
In full Pudak glory,
Full frontal nudity.
Goliath, muscle galore,
Yeah.
like best bodybuilder kind of style, like getting naked while doing forms.
Yeah.
All of it.
And suddenly no one's eating their food. Okay, let's get this done, I guess.
Just like
I feel like Dayon would have loved this guy.
Yeah. I feel like it's interesting he's describing what's happening. All right, let's do this.
Yes, every pose I'll definitely call it out as, and this is strong front, and this is sidearm, and there we have dab.
Yeah, this is an interesting mechanical question. That more like a philosophical question I asked the DM. Does it take less time to put on your armor and take it off if you have help from friends?
I mean, I would consider it like a help action. So, Sure.
Okay.
I would say like takes half the time.
I think it even halves time.
Yeah. So yeah.
Can't find it.
Yeah, so we dress Pudak very awkwardly, and it takes a little bit more than the halftime because he keeps posing while we're doing.
I might have to fondle your balls a little bit here. Hold on.
Saying like, this is really hard to do. I'm glad I can fly. Like his arms like up here right now because he's like doing a full dab, and he's like trying to like.
Casimir, as you're in the middle of this, the very elderly dwarven mage for the court kind of like shuffles over to you.
Hey,
I heard that you showed exemplary knowledge of the magical arcane art.
Yes.
On the battlefield.
Hey,
so I have this for you. And you'll put a small amber-colored pearl in your hand.
Okay. What is it?
It is one of my favorite candies. It is a butterscotch.
Butterscotch. Thank you.
You are quite welcome. He'll pat you on the cheek, reaching up. You did good.
Yeah. Thank you. Is it actually butterscotch?
Are you gonna try to identify it?
Geez. I mean, does it look like a magic butterscotch?
Right now, it looks like a butterscotch candy, but you can cast identify if you so choose.
I'll ritual cast identify before I go to sleep.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do?
Does it fit on the spot or?
So the armor, I do not believe that magical armor requires attunement.
No, it does not.
It automatically comes to your form and adjusts itself.
A little tight in the crotch.
So the first time we have the breastplate and it's still in dwarven form, like, okay, I'll try, but I'm not sure. Like, it's pretty short, and oh my god, it grows. This is awesome. Anti-bulge grows too. Yes.
I feel like the bulge is much bigger than it needs to be based on what we saw.
Anyway,
it needs to block all the hits.
Yeah. If anyone's ever seen the movie Labyrinth, just imagining David Bowie in that movie. If you don't get that reference, look it up.
Nobody said that it has to be snuggly. It's breathing.
Video. Go watch Labyrinth.
We are live right now. Please don't pause it.
I was thinking more like Punisher instead of a giant skull on his chest. It's just giant bulge in his pants. That's the
nipples
target
are
you want
just like standing out like 2 inches.
Dude. They actually double as daggers.
So if there's nothing else that y'all would like to do before bed,
Casimir, because it was offered last time, is going to talk to the wizard about and get some spells. Because it was offered they need 3 spells. So, but I can just do that by doing it. So.
Yep. What's the max level spell that you can cast?
I can currently cast up to 5th level right now.
Yeah, so you can get any 3 spells that you'd like at 5th level or below.
Yes, I will do that now.
Are the 2 dwarves that brought in the plate mail still kind of around, or can I catch up to them? Okay. Yeah, I wanna ask one of them. Who would you say is one of the best weaponsmiths in the city here?
That would be the priestess of Dockery, of course, the high priestess.
Interesting. Does she do custom work?
I believe she's preparing to make some sort of legendary weapon for all of you, but you can speak to her in the morning if you like. I'm sure she'd be happy to see you.
All right. Appreciate it.
And Noah, did you have something?
Yeah, Zol will be asking around about Breckle, I believe that's his name, that's what my notes say. The dwarf who bravely distracted the giants with an explosion of Noxiarium.
Yeah.
Whether he's around or nearby.
So he is actually in medical care that we said last session, talking to a dwarven artificer who is currently working on his new mechanical limbs.
Okay, yeah, okay. Understood. Do we know if he's anywhere nearby, like visitable, or is he like in the next town over? Or, I mean, presumably they've all been brought over here, right?
For now, he would be in the city, yeah.
Okay. If this time in the evening, Zol would like to go visit him.
So also it's really late, but so in the morning you can go.
Okay, yeah, sure. Next morning is fine too. Yeah, we'll give him some time to rest.
Okay. Casimir, as you are preparing to go to bed, you cast Identify on this small amber colored candy.
Yeah.
And this candy will actually give you back one spell slot up to level 5 upon consumption as a bonus action.
Oh, nice. I'm glad I didn't just eat it.
Very silly.
I gotta make a custom item for that.
So, having a small kind of conversation, some tasty food, some new shiny armor, and definitely some fancy new instruments. I think we can definitely work on some performance with that. You did give us some overall information about bad guys that are quite problematic with world, as we remember now. And the next steps will be, what was it, Craggy Rock or?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Ooh, we make it to Craggy
Like,
Rock.
do you know stuff that we should know too? Because now we kind of have the time over sandwich and soup.
You are coming too? You also follow?
Well, that was the point.
Yeah, yeah.
We were sent here to help the Seekers to do, I think, more. Not just slay Primordial.
Okay. Well, we have our magic board, so let's give you a little bit of an update.
We can use help. Yeah. We need more help. Just us is maybe not enough.
What was the name of?
And you three, you already helped us with one primordial. So if you can follow us, then maybe we have a good chance.
I'd rather travel with you instead of follow, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Kifley walks kind of fast, so you're always kind of following after him. But not literally, he's not leading, he just happens to be, going in the front.
So how do you fight? Show me your... I'm talking to Pudak at this point. You fight with your sword, yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm gladly gonna stand up, like wave my cape, do a bow, draw my rapier and my small buckler shield, and go into duelist stance, and do some specific fencing moves and stuff like that.
Wow.
Quite nimble, even now with the. Let me see. That is just 10 pounds heavier than the thing I carried before. Wow, that's impressive.
But loud, maybe very noisy, not so quiet. But this is okay. If maybe we sometimes we must be very quiet, but if you can sneak, then that is good. Maybe you can take off your armor for this.
I do understand concept for enemies not seeing me before I see them. I get that, but that is definitely not my style. No. Нет,
okay.
Нет, Pinosa. There's no glory in that.
So loud and shiny. Okay, good. And you, and I turn to Tora. You are Orang Shaitan. You have devil haunts like Casimir, so you also devil?
No. I'm from the face, so I'm magical fae.
Oh, you are orang kambing. You are goat man. I can see you.
Yes.
Yeah, we met somebody like him.
legs.
Tried to trick us.
Well,
Okay.
no tricks.
Can you change shape, become goat?
No, unfortunately not.
No. Maybe become just man.
Really high. Just half goat, half man.
Ah. Wow.
How did that work?
You are.
Was your mother the goat and then your father the man, or like what happened there?
My mother and father were both goats, and then some genetic abomination made me a goat man.
Oh. Your parents were great.
Roll a deception
No, they were
check.
both satyrs as well, so. Deception.
His parents were the greatest of
They're
all time.
both goats, and you became a half goat man.
He's their kid. He's their kid.
What'd you roll?
12.
Anybody with a passive perception, passive insight above 12 will know he's lying.
Yeah.
Passive insight is 21.
Okay.
No, my parents are both satyrs.
23.
So.
I'll say this conversation was happening in the morning. You may mark your character sheets for a long rest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So right on that, but I do want to note that I definitely get up early in the morning and do a regular kind of training session. Like hard, heavy lifting, 10 kilometers run minimum, like a big session for at least an hour. I'm whoever wants to wake up early. Yes, early wake up and do some heavy training.
Zol wakes up, sees this happening, absolutely joins in, and there's almost like a competitive spirit here between the two of them now. Just there's someone else who's going to get up early with me.
And Casimir also gets up and he starts doing some of the same training forms as Putak.
On top of that, you totally recognize that there are some specific forms and like how the training is put together that would remind you of home.
Yeah, so you'll actually notice all that like we're doing like some of the exact same exercises.
But whereas you fighting very similar. Zul, on the other hand, his fighting style is very low down, knees bent, crouching low, kind of thing, like very soft. You standing so straight, huh? One push down. For me, if I am like this, then they cannot push me down. Much more difficult. I can just step to one side. But maybe you go to the same school, same army.
Well, I mean,
that depends. Where do you come from, Casimir?
Well, originally Siongo, but I mean, most of my military training would have been in Valery's. Brain. Yundabaleg. I was gonna name the city instead of the country.
That is my home too.
Well, not so much at home. I mean, I came back, but I was, exiled. So,
well, okay. I was born in mountains, but I definitely left early. So I call that my. How do I call ex-home? No, I still call home. I want to go back at some point.
I'd say I don't need particularly to go back there, but I'd just say I served in the military. That's where I did most of my killing.
So you joined military regular and was on war different kinds of fronts too?
Fighting against Stalingrad for the military, yes, and the name the Reaver in combat. Oh, my brutality. So I feel like I took the energy.
Just to make sure, did we on a whim have the same teacher? Like Verona of House Rapid Moon was my elven mentor.
I do remember that name, but I mean, part of my fighting style comes from from my mother and my father, but I think I taught myself most. Casimir looks very confused, like he's trying to find there's a gap and he can't figure out something.
Something you cannot remember, Casimir?
Yeah, it was just about, are you okay? You look confused.
I just feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, Casimir, you are missing something. Because you gave it away. A memory.
A memory. It's. I remember giving away a memory.
This is the memory.
Of my mentor? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Maybe. He is not mine.
I mean,
wait.
Yeah.
Casimir of Jubel. I remember stories like. Do you have nickname? I'm not sure, but
I was the Reaver. In fact, when I introduced myself to the Seekers, I was more the Reaver than I was Casimir. The killer.
Oh my god, this is great coincidence. Would you help me out when we go back home?
With what? What's sorry, you seem like, is there something?
Oh yes, correct, you need context. You, my friend, were terribly wronged, like, long time ago.
Well, I do remember having a mission where we had bad intelligence.
That is what I'm speaking about.
Yes. So I do.
My friend and I, we found out that you were terribly wronged on that day.
I mean, I always suspected, but it's,
And the bigger thing is, I was terribly wronged by that same nobleman, noblewoman.
Oh. So, sorry, do you believe we were targeted?
Well, you for, I don't know, specific other kind of management, but yes, because your problem was way before mine.
I mean, I wasn't very good at making friends back then. I'm not exactly known for being, I talk a lot, but I don't always talk the right way. So it's entirely possible I made an enemy or two.
Well, me on the other hand, I thought I had many allies and many friends, but apparently running through ranks and becoming officer at some point did not help out in all the kinds of situations. And a lot of, how do I say it, scapegoating and slandering later, I got exiled.
Yeah, you should
yes,
avoid saying scapegoating when we have a half goat friend here.
I am not so sure, but I think we three are just alone with the morning training right now.
I'd say. Okay.
Unless the new friend, Tora, has very, very good ears.
I mean, he could.
But, well, if he mentions it later, I will apologize. But it is the correct word to use.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you are here to help us. So, I mean, if it comes down to it, if you were wronged by the same people who set me up to kill all of those people, all those innocent people, then yes, I will help you.
So, you never heard of name House Night Blossom?
Have I heard of that name?
As you think of that, everybody else will come down and start joining everybody for dinner. But as you walk over, thinking of this conversation, you walk over to this like water trough that has been set up for people to rinse off after training, that sort of thing. And as you lean down to scoop up some water, this large singular eye emerges upward from it, breaking the tension of the water. You just see this wide, toothy grin of Grithinyak.
Oh.
Of wait, whom?
A amphibious hand reaches up and begins to pull its form out and kind of like sloshes down and flops onto the ground on all fours and kind of kneels down to a crouch.
You should be in our moat.
I was in your moat. I
Exciting
came
happened.
to deliver message.
Hmm?
Message.
He'll hack up a hand.
Okay.
I did part of my duty, and I ate some interesting fake creatures that were trying to come into your home.
Of course, bad people you can kill if they're trying to hurt us.
What do the hands look like, Dan? Do they look like human-sized hands or much smaller?
So they are the hands of a humanoid, but unlike they have like this kind of like purplish gray skin, and these kind of pointed black fingernails.
Huh.
Does that seem familiar at all?
You can roll a nature check.
All right.
Grythiniak, good work. Good job.
So 13?
On there.
13. These don't seem familiar to you.
So, what is your message besides this? Is this what you have to say? That they try to come into our keep?
I was just informing you of the possible danger, and that I have been keeping my end of the bargain.
Sekian terima kasih. You are a good God. I pat his slimy, squidgy head.
It squishes as you do so. And as you pull up, like this kind of like mucus on the membrane of his skin kind of pulls up, kind of stretches clear, greenish.
If nobody else does so, Aspen's gonna pick up the severed hand and put it in his pack.
I was able to find you because of the finger and tracking your blood.
Finger.
Just a last note to Casimir. This seems kind of urgent, but yes, we will have another conversation on this, and I am
Okay.
glad I could find you, a new ally.
Is this an enemy? Can I have a taste?
No, this is not enemy. This is new friend. Huh? There are 3 new friends.
I see. Can I have a taste?
I mean, do you have do you want to spare your finger?
Yeah, I mean, because I did.
And need them to play the lute.
No, not you.
Because it smells.
Good joke. Yes. No.
No tasting friends. Only enemies.
Interesting concept.
Why does a small creature want to eat?
He's actually a medium-sized creature. He's quite large.
Just like crept out of our soup.
He's smaller than me, so small.
No.
It simply is nature.
You all smell like ancient thing. It was.
I will just rinse off and just hand him my towel. There, you can have taste of sweat. That makes difference.
I must go now.
There's like a talking cat around here. If you want to try to eat that, but it might destroy you.
Yeah, no, don't fuck with the cat. Cat's freaky.
He'll give a extra wide grin, one that goes beyond the normal facial muscles, revealing all these serrated teeth with bits of flesh that are currently rotting in between.
Golder's fingers sticking out.
You know where to find me.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for doing your job so well.
A slooping wet sound. He'll crawl back into the water trough and disappear beneath the surface.
I'm like poised there with my cup, about to have, like, on the verge of having dipped my water in it, and I'm just. I reach into my bag of holding, get the decanter of endless water, and just pour from that instead.
Good call. Good call.
The hand's still there?
Aspen took it.
Oh, okay.
To clarify, we don't have the crystal ball that we got from the horde, do we? It's back in the keep.
I think that might be in Zul's bag of holding.
Is it?
If you guys don't, if nobody knows, I'll say it's back at the keep, but
I think Zul knows where those items are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's
okay. Would someone now just explain to me for a second what that puta was?
Oh, it's a demon, but it's guarding our keep, so don't worry about it.
He's
It's
fine.
a good demon.
He's a
Yeah,
friend.
I gave it a memory.
I give it my fingers.
Let me get this correctly. You own the keep, and you have it protected by Sugabled Nahuis.
Yeah, those words, yep. I'm assuming that means something.
Very friendly demon.
Yeah, I mean, he saved our life. We gave him a home and a finger or two.
2 fingers.
And some memories.
So this is actually what they're describing to you as a Yugoloth, known as a Hydroloth. These demons, are particularly keen on making deals, and they are very, very much bound by their deals and contracts. The exact contract that was made is that the Seekers cannot hurt it, and it cannot hurt anyone. It cannot kill anyone within their town that is friendly. They may not bring harm to it, and it may not kill anyone. That's not an enemy. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
That's a challenge.
It hurts our enemies. So it's guarding our mode.
It also saved them from a shipwreck and helped them get to Kargrin to begin with.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am not sure if I should be disgusted or impressed. I will go with both.
Listen, I mean, you're hanging out with a tiefling. Don't get judgmental.
No, you just have some weird bloodline in your ancestry. That is something way different than being straight out demon from hell.
I don't think it's that simple, because I'm from a place full of... Yeah, I'm going to say, we'll talk about Theonor later, because, this is not normal.
There's more weird other countries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you just tell me definitely all the things you know, and I'll keep you up to date with the things I know, which seem to be less, because I have not traveled that far. From what I'm hearing, you have been around the world.
Yes. A couple places, multiple underworlds, one of the hells, technically. But, it's fine.
Anybody else hear that?
Looks around.
Is there a gas leak around here or something?
It's a gas leak.
What does that mean?
Looks for that noise.
You look up on one of the like stone arches in one of the doorways. You see a tiny little purple and blue fairy dragon.
Oh. Hello.
The mouth opens, but it's almost like it's a speaker.
Meet me in the cellar.
This is a castle, so...
Which door?
Yeah, which one?
This little fairy dragon seems
now we gotta check
familiar.
all of them.
We'll go to the cellar, I suppose.
Yeah,
I think we should start with the wine one.
No, we'll just ask directions to the closest cellar.
This fairy dragon is Partherion.
Yeah, it's Partherion. It's super exciting. Partherion, do you want to? Are you like able to lead us to the appropriate cellar, or I mean, you can take a ride on Zulkifli's shoulder.
I'll flutter down, land on Zulkifli's shoulder.
All right.
As you, it begins to direct you through the hallways. You are stopped by a priest of Dockery. They have a number of belts and with tools fastened on them, dressed in an apron for the forges that they run at the temple. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. It seems like you're heading somewhere, but there is. I was sent to get instructions on the type of weapon that you would like made from the Horn of Dark Winter. Which one of you will be wielding this weapon, and what style would you like this in? Because we've examined the material and it can be really made into basically anything. We can have fashioned into a blade or a bludgeoning object of some sort, or even a spell focus.
Here's an interesting quandary, because it's a spell focus is interesting, but is it possible to craft it into a shield?
I would imagine that might be possible, but isn't this supposed to be designed to do the death-dealing blow to a very powerful enemy?
I suppose you could hit somebody over the head with a shield very hard, no?
Yes, but wouldn't a very large hammer be better for such whacking? I'm not opposed to the idea, and I'm sure neither is the priestess.
Is a good defense.
Yeah, because I say a shield can also be used as a spell focus.
Absolutely can.
Shouldn't you be asking on who will be wielding shield or weapon?
Well, this is Sleeping Winter's blessing. Sleeping Dark Winter's horn, so would it not be appropriate for Aspen?
I do wield a shield, but I also do wield spells. Either would work, but if it's possible for it to be both.
Could you be channeling magical killing blow energy through shield?
I suppose it would do that.
Because I do agree, shield does sound kind of good. And on battlefield, any kind of weapon works.
I mean, you are the master craftsman, and, you know, as they say, the marble, you're just revealing its true essence, but do you believe that's a possibility?
In fact, I do believe it's quite possible.
If Aspen will look around at party members, does this seem suitable for the blessing of Sleeping Winter?
Yes.
Blessing of Sleeping Winter, or the Seekers will splinter. This is the prophecy. So,
yes,
it may be something to protect.
I believe that will be suitable.
Very well, we will have it made into a shield. I will deliver it personally to your keep.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
may your forge be hot and your steel hard.
Yes, that. What?
Yes.
What you just said.
Yep. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes. He'll kind of turn and like hold it onto his apron, like walk off very proudly.
God, I have no clue what that was. I just said it. It worked, I guess.
Partherion with its tail will just like tap the end, like just tickle the inside of your ear, Zulkifli, as if telling you to move it.
Okay.
Nice.
I do.
To the cellar.
So you're directed to a very large cellar. This has just hundreds of rows of these massive barrels of whatever may be aging within. And as you walk by, you just see a head kind of pop out from behind where they. Oh, hey! And Lord Minorialis reveals himself. Sorry for the unusual circumstances. I am not able to be seen in the palace.
Oh, they still haven't forgiven you despite that wonderful gift we presented for you.
Yes, I heard that you fumbled that quite nicely. I appreciate it.
I mean, you know, we are bumbling fucking idiots.
You said it.
No, I'm not.
I hope you're not speaking about me right now.
I mean, you weren't there to be bumbling, so...
Yeah, you weren't part of the fuck up.
We'll give the three of you a chance.
Giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But the rest of us...
Yeah, I mean, we...
mumble away.
Up, but we get it done right.
Who's the one that was giving the gift again?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think we can about narrow it down a little more than that. Anyway.
I was sent by Her Majesty to get you to Craggy Rock.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Yeah.
She unfortunately had to leave this morning on urgent business.
Ah.
Of course she did.
I mean, it's fair.
She is a royal, after all.
Yeah.
Has a kingdom to run and whatnot, as she has done for many centuries.
Mm. We should go. He looks around. First, I have this letter. Can you wait for 1-2 hours first?
If I don't get caught, sure. Why not? Make me wait. What is this letter for?
Just to give back to someone who helped us.
I could have Partherion deliver it.
Hmm?
That would probably be a good idea.
Okay, Ken. I take out the letter that the dwarf had given us for his sister.
Oh.
This is for the dwarf he said to give to his sister, but now he is alive, so I give back. Can you give to Brecker? He is injured. There's a dwarf, someone who is helping to build his limbs now.
I will have Partherion deliver. Did you get that Partherion? Just get a little puff of like this purplish, sparkly fire, and as in a yes, Partherion has been a loyal servant for many years.
Now, does Partherions like speak or just indicate things?
Oh, I can talk to Partherion telepathically. They tell some of the best jokes.
Oh.
Okay. Can you tell one?
There's no time, and he'll snap his fingers. And soon enough, you all find yourselves in a completely new area within the blink of a moment. The alley that you find yourselves in has like this rune that's glowing bright blue begins to fade like an ember behind you that's currently carved into the wall. The alleyway is made of cobblestone with puddles of water and other things coalescing and collecting in the corners of wherever this uneven ground may be. As you know, the brick lane and the soil settling over several years makes it rather uneven. And right outside down the alleyway is a street. It's kind of just like this smog that hangs low in the air. As you can see, there's a lot of coal burning and other things keeping places warm. As this is quite a damp environment. There is a sudden smell of salt water in the air as you are finding yourselves closer to a port in the beach area as well. Do you head out of the alleyway?
Aspen looks down under his feet at the uneven pavement.
Well, these rocks do seem to be a bit craggy.
Can I just sniff the air for gunpowder, blood, anything like that? Smells of violence. By now, I've become accustomed to arriving in places with trouble.
Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
How was the ride? Because this is the second time I teleported. The first one was okay. This one
kind of made you. If you have some sort of like motion sickness, you would be feeling kind of green right now.
And
let me guess, the smell in the alley isn't that good too?
No, it smells like garbage and waste.
Yeah,
waste.
It's overpowering.
Well, you hear a small sound of rainbow.
I got a 10 on the perception check. Don't know if that'll lead to anything.
So there's not much like that your nose picks up. It's not like there's just active murders that happen in the street here, but there is a heavy like burnt coal or like just a carbon smell in the air.
Reveler's gonna go to the end of the alley, but like just barely stick his head out and kind of like get a grasp of their surroundings.
Mm-hmm. Any perception check.
All right. 16.
As you stick your head out, there is you did not hear prior to sticking your head out, but as you see how there's just this heavy clop of hooves on the pavement as a horse speeds by, and you quickly pull your head back before it completely side sweeps you as a carriage goes by. The street seems quite busy with people going about their daily lives.
All right. I don't believe if we try to slip into the crowd, anyone would really notice.
Have you seen us before?
Is this gonna be happening all the time, that we will be traveling too fast by whoever people? Because well, I am not used to this getting into. Right. Look at this! There's a dead rat over there.
It's
right. Well, all right. Then,
teleportation happens sometimes. If we go by boat or airship or cart, we will often crash or sink. If we
or by steam
get
train.
horses, we will leave them somewhere. We still have horses somewhere.
Couldn't even imagine taking on the responsibility of a dog or anything.
Oh, or a cat.
We'll keep you around.
Yeah.
Turn into an ice statue.
I mean, we kept Hydro for a while.
How dare you? That wound still hurts. That still hurts. How dare you?
I know. You lost
that wound. That
DD.
DD, no. The call back. Anyway, I brought this on myself. I can't even cry.
I see you have difficult with transportation. So am I the only one who has a personal warhorse?
Well, we did, but we left them, as aforementioned.
I've never had a horse.
I wouldn't consider it a war horse, but it was a horse.
You have a personal war horse? What the fuck?
Yeah, we have these like little statues that turn into griffins.
I
don't know.
Did we give them up?
No, we still have them. It's just
yeah.
People, left.
Well, some of us had. Let me rephrase that.
You know, we just don't have enough.
I have mine. I hold up the statue. It's of a griffin. And then
I think I have quasars.
Oh, it was nice of Quasar to.
Ooh.
Yikers. It was nice of Quasar to die.
It was not nice of Quasar to die.
I feel like you're personally invested in him, Golder. Were you friends?
In another life.
You were roommates, weren't you?
How fast is your horse?
We were pillow friends.
Victor is quite fast.
Question though, where is Victor now?
I assume he's on the bigger plains with a lot of grass running around enjoying his life until I call him back.
Magic horse.
Magic horse.
The dead rat says, magic horse.
Fuck.
And just to point out, he is very particular. If you call him an idiot or not smart or whatever, he will bite and kick. So do be careful.
That actually sounds a lot like our friend we were just talking about.
He is way smarter than I have seen people be.
Okay.
So, is there any, like, you said we're in an alleyway and out on the street, is there any people walking by, anything like that?
Yeah, it's quite busy. Carriages speeding by here and there.
We should go.
Well,
find a way.
Where are we going again here in Craggy?
Well, this is just a point of travel so that we may get to the ruins of Duresk, unless there's something else we have here. Is there?
Revelor, you said you had to do something, right?
Well, yes and no, but I feel if we stay here long enough, it'll catch up to me in the end, so.
Oh.
What?
Is it something that would be better nipped in the bud?
I would prefer it, but I wouldn't want to delve away from our mission now, would I?
Well, considering we're here, I've known you long enough, Revelor. We can help you.
Zul, you remember? He's gonna turn to Zulkifli and Zul, you remember whenever we were talking with Amelia, and I stayed behind, and then you pulled me aside after I was done speaking with her, and asked me what it was that I was up to, and I told you that it was absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, that was back before I really knew any of y'all.
Oh.
And I guess if we're being completely honest with each other, remember how Amelia wanted us to search the ruins as well?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the two places she tasked us with searching. Well, she gave me an interesting bit of info. That an old group we've had a run-in with has been seen here in Craggy Rock.
A group?
Yeah.
Was I present for that?
In fact, our good friend Gail with her disappearing act would also know of this group.
Three Claw.
And who would you guess has been seen with Three Claw?
Your uncle?
Your uncle.
Yep.
So, you think he's here?
I mean, I haven't heard anything to say otherwise, so. And we've obviously seen that coward is prone to run from a fight.
I do.
We're better to hide out than amongst the thieves and scoundrels.
I see no problem there.
Alright. Well,
so, we're here.
If you don't have an issue with it, I guess we can ask around.
Well, you have some kind of personal problem like everybody else here, so we're just there where your personal problem is.
Where is
unlucky.
Yeah, where can you find the Three Claw? This is the first thing, huh? First, you must find your Three Claw, and then maybe you find your uncle.
Right.
Where are they in this town?
I'm sure we can go to any tavern around. I have my ways of asking certain things of certain people, finding out about certain things.
Well, we could just make a big scene, but I think we want to be on, on our terms.
Yeah, exactly.
On the topic of finding someone big and important, wouldn't that, like, would I be able to use my thieves' cant to, like, I don't know, locate someone? Like, if it's a bigger guild thing or someone important?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh yeah, I'm best at those.
Look for symbols.
I have
This
something for
is
this.
good.
Oh, that's really great.
What'd you
That's
get?
really good.
18.
18. So you would know that thieves' cant will probably be something that is needed to get information within this type of town. However, it is also risky to be asking around for certain people as to where they are, as in this is a town of organized crime. And if someone's asking too much information, trying to find someone who typically tries to stay a little more conspicuous for their own protection, it might draw attention to you and your group. So it's best to tread carefully.
And just to check, I would like guys, could you see something and answer me on my second question? I'm just asking like right now, on top of everything else we would know. I would use Thieves' Cant and use that as a means to ask a different kind of question. Who would react in our group?
Not being a criminal, is you actually asking this out loud, or?
No, that's what you heard. I'm asking out loud, but you see, I'm asking a different question with my hands.
What are you doing?
Revelor would respond back.
Okay, good to know. So if this is your home and now you know what I know, if you need help on top of that, I am gladly to approach.
Oh God, no, this is not mine.
But we need to be careful. That is definitely, this is like you've seen all the markings just in the near vicinity.
Yeah. Patek, I would also point out that you are the most obvious shiny person in this entire city right now.
We should dull your armor down.
Yeah.
Rock,
Yeah, we need to like grease your armor up so it looks a little less.
Don't you dare do that.
Okay, well, if we're gonna go around asking questions, you might as well have a sign on you saying, "Hey, look, Paladin."
I was gonna suggest before we leave this alleyway that if any of you still have any cloaks or anything with a hood, I suggest putting that on before we make our way down.
Kind of hard with the horns. They point out.
Oh no, horns aren't that bad.
No.
Now, what's really bad is having 7 amethyst points sticking out of the back of your head. That makes it really hard to put a hood on.
Are we the like least conspicuous group of people in the entire world? I mean, even Aspen's like a giant.
That's something I could change if I wanted to, though.
I think is our like
blow up more.
The like least like are they the most inconspicuous people in our entire group?
Yeah.
Only when I'm trying to be.
Yeah, sometimes you disappear in a fight and we don't even know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something.
If it would help, I could glow more so you get all shadow from that.
If we really need to conceal ourselves in shadow, I have something for that, but I think...
Well, everybody's thinking the same probably in town, so if they see me, you can still keep on whatever you're doing.
Aspen will wave his arm over himself and he'll become a kind of shady looking wood elf. He'll shrink a couple feet.
It's been a while since we did that.
Yeah, it really has.
Can I look around to see if anyone's been watching us in the alleyway for this?
Make a perception check.
Okay. A 15.
You don't seem to notice anybody.
Good.
Shall we
I think
proceed?
we should proceed before someone catches us.
Right.
That's a good idea.
All right. Well, we'll try to be as inconspicuous as we can be. Putak, maybe like walk like, but don't look like you're walking with us. Oh, do you have like a cloak you can cover up?
You know what? I will do it the proper way. And you see me do some motions, a small little chant, and I will use enhance ability on myself. Eagle Splendor.
Ooh.
I don't know why it rolled d6s. And I don't...
You get 10 HP.
Can I just show the spell? Oh, there.
That's a good roll.
There. Whatever you're doing right now, I am glowing way more.
Whoa.
Yep. All right. Let's set off into the shady town. Sorry, I just need to cover my eyes right now. Like, that actually kind of hurts.
So, walking with this beacon through the smog, you leave the alleyway, and you find that this is a town that many people live in. It might be a town of organized crime and crime-related families, but it is a place where people do have their lives. There is a marketplace. There are people going about their daily business, running errands, running their shops. And you kind of come into this large circular area with a fountain in the middle. It's not the nicest of towns. There are many places that have boarded up windows, cracked, broken things, that sort of thing. The fountain isn't running. There's kind of like this algae that's kind of growing over everything. And as you are walking through this like main area, not the main area of the town, but just like this open court fountain area, this human man walks over to all of you. Hello. You know, I can always spot a fellow traveler when I see one. Would you like to have your fortunes told today? He gestures to this very ornate purple tent with like the kind of a astral pattern going across it. There's a moon and a sun on the curtain doors blocking it in.
No, thank you.
Does this like totally seem like a scam?
Make an insight check.
Absolutely.
Soul's going straight to no.
That'll be a 29.
Jesus.
Whoa.
I mean, it really depends on if you think fortune telling is true or not. In this case, this person might have that ability. This man doesn't give you the impression that it is a scam. He's like, inside that tent there is one of the finest fortune tellers that I know. And that seems to be the truth.
Okay.
They also are known to have a couple of exotic items for sale as well. In which you'll wink.
What is this fortune teller's name, if I might ask?
Madame Girona.
Does this name sound familiar in any way?
Make a history check.
History check. Okay.
My Girona.
13.
Nope. Doesn't sound familiar.
Okay. Sure, why not? Okay. Hide the money.
So Galder goes into the tent.
And then patting my bag of holding.
Asmer's gonna go too.
Yeah, if you go in as well, I'll go in.
Okay.
Why not?
I'll go in too, why not?
So you all walk into the tent and you find a circle of cushions on a low built table with a hooded figure with a veil over their face sitting at the head of this table, gloved hands resting on it with a crystal ball in its middle. Come in, have a rest at the table, everyone.
All right.
Welcome. The very strong smell of incense comes and burns into your nose as this very thick haze covers low on the floor. My name is Madame Girona, foreseer of the future, fortune teller, and seer. Who wishes for my divination?
I'll place a hand out or something, I don't know.
Don't tell me. Your name is Tora.
Yes.
Very interesting. What would you like to know, Tora?
Would I like to know? What does our next steps lead to?
Interesting.
Place a silver in my hand.
I'll throw him a gold. Keep the change.
You give her a gold?
Yeah.
She said silver? No.
She'll take the silver. You watch this one less for like seeing the gold, her body kind of like shifts awkwardly, like in the middle, and then it like shifts back. The gloved hands will like start to wave around the crystal ball.
Can I insight that?
Can we see her face?
You cannot see her face. It's covered by a veil.
Face. Interesting.
No.
Okay.
I see in the crystal ball a tavern. I see drinks being served, a fight, a pickpocket. No, they're giving you money. That is so rare in this town.
While this is going on, Aspen quickly flashes detect magic.
Nothing is magical in the room. There's nothing magical about the crystal ball that she is using. And I see a loaded weapon, a flash of powder, blood, tragedy. I can't look anymore. She like kind of puts her hand up like she's suddenly exhausted.
Aspen will
Wow. The tent collapses.
I guess Tora, you'll feel a kind of feeling in your head like somebody's trying to speak to you, but only if you allow.
Yeah, I'll allow it then.
You'll hear Aspen's voice.
You have a collect call.
This is all bullshit. There's no divination going on here.
Can I reply in my head?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you'll hear a reply like, "Yes, I know a good storyteller, and I'm quite the storyteller myself. This is clearly some kind of whimsical scam for money."
I would watch your coin purse.
There's not much in it anyway.
I may draw upon the power of my patron once more for some motivation. She'll reach out her hand once more.
Sure, why not? I'll give it a go.
I will politely stand up and go like, "Yep, I am done with here. This is not my establishment. I will wait outside and look at people."
Okay, good luck.
Good luck.
Place a silver in her hand.
What is it you wish to know?
I'll go with Pudak, brother. Zul's just gonna quietly just.
Well, you started by knowing his name. What's my name?
Her veiled face will look up. I do not know your name, but you are conflicted. You are like walking on a tight wire. Which way will you fall before you reach the end? Your symbol seems dulled, my dear. A cleric of two mace, perhaps?
correct.
What do you wish to know? Ask. And I will do my best to draw upon the power of my patron.
Will I find the answers I seek about my...
You cut out. Say that again.
Oh. Will I find the answers I seek about my conflict?
She reaches into the crystal ball. She'll pick it up. She'll start to shake it vigorously. She'll set it back down. Please ask again.
I'm gonna reach forward and flip the hood back.
You reach forward. You make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Oh, there's no sleight about this. I'm just doing.
I mean, just like make a dex check in general.
Okay.
Whatever you wish.
Okay. All right. They're all bad, but it's okay. 7.
7. All right. Natural 2. You pull back the face, and there's a small, scaly face that gets revealed, and then the form topples. And two other figures
wait.
crawl out from under it.
Who you are?
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to have a real conversation with you.
How do they know?
My face! My face!
No, it's okay. Look at me. I want to flip my hood back a little bit. Look at me. All right. Yes. All right. So.
1 second. The all three turn around and like howl.
Okay, so first off, who is your patron? Like you say, like, are you like what's going on with that? Or are you just bullshitting? Like, that's the real question I have here. Because like you clearly know more than you should, but there's no magic really happening there. So what?
They'll look at each other. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check? Alright. Decent at that. 14.
14. They'll stare at you. We're walking through the woods. Bill was, not me, Bill. And at this point, the one that he pointed to, that was Bill. And I found myself in a strange place.
Okay.
Fog, trees, roots that grew into a cave. A blinded eye stared at me from the darkness.
Well, this description sounds a bit familiar.
Does that sound like the Weirfell?
Vaguely. She asked for the knowledge of my hatching. The other two go, oh no, the party, the sorrow. You saw that they're starting to put on another performance.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. Just keep it 100% real right now. No, just tell the story as it is. No extra shit on top.
She asked for my servitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave it.
Okay. Well, that's solid, I guess. So you said blinded eye looking out. Did you see any other part, or?
Just a singular eye and teeth.
Teeth.
Smiling from the darkness.
Okay. So, are you from around here, or are you like travelers? Like, what's?
Me? From the jungle.
That's not too far from. Not too far from here.
Travelers of this side of the continent.
Fair enough. I'm from not far from here as well. But so there is truth in your words. Then you really can divine things in a sense. So there's no harm to be had here. Continue your business.
Bill will reach out his hand.
High five, buddy. Fine.
How much do you give him?
Give him a copper.
Copper. It's real, all right.
That tooth's gonna hurt.
So if this is real, Casimir passes them a gold and says, "What do you see in my future?" If they are using any form of telepathy, it will not work, by the way.
If there's any telepathy?
Yeah, if they're reading minds, he's a blank to them.
Okay. Good to know.
Retcon time.
Retcon time.
Outside, Zol and Pudak are just fold across their arms. This is why I carry the gold.
Good to know. Now I know which purse I have to keep safe. On the other hand, I am overposing. Like so over the top that people just is he serious? That kind of.
Wow, splendor.
Bill will look into your eyes, Casimir. I see. I see. I see a throne.
Is it in light or in darkness?
It is. It is. And he'll collapse.
Oh. Espen will stand up. I suppose that was an interesting interaction. And he'll join Pudak and Zulkifli outside.
Casimir gently turns the invisible ring that no one can see on his finger for a moment, looking curious.
Okay, well...
The other two kobolds are taking papers, fanning Bill. He used too much of his power.
Alright,
He can keep the money.
Say anything I can do about that, or just water and rest?
They are not paying attention to you.
Okay, can I do a medicine check, just make sure not just dying right now?
We killed him.
It's a 19.
19. You can imagine that with a little bit of rest, you'll be fine.
All right, just give Bill some water. A little bit of rest. It'll be fine. You're good.
Maybe some wine.
Maybe some wine. Wine's always good.
Yeah.
Here, I have this wine. Actually. I'll leave this as a gift. It's just grape juice.
Is that the grape juice?
It's just the grape juice.
Sure. So as you leave the tent and rejoin Zulkifli and Pudak, that's where we're gonna take our mid-session break.
Ooh.
Wow. So we will be back here momentarily. If you're just now joining us,
Well, if you're just now joining us, sorry, we're taking a break, so now you're going to have to wait even longer before you can catch up with the rest of us. But if this is the first time you're watching Prestige Encounters, well, jolly good for you. Why don't you pop on over? This happens to be session number 69.
Nice.
Of an ongoing campaign. Do we do this every week? We do. Does this mean we've been going on for longer than a year? Correct. Are there other episodes? There are. They are all available, archived on YouTube on our channel, Prestige Encounters. Go check it out if you like. And catch up on our adventure so far. You can also listen to us as a podcast. If, for instance, you happen to be, I don't know, small and scaly and don't want to go out in public, you can just tune in on the internet radio while you're just sort of huddled up in a hood or like clustered on top of your siblings to make you look like a normal human. And as you go along, you can kind of share your earbuds and listen to Prestige Encounters, which is what we're called. And if you happen to be catching us on any of those mediums, well, I mean, you could have caught us live like a week ago. You could have caught us live. So, you know, you missed out on chatting with us. Or 1,000, you know, I mean, hello, cockroaches. This is our testament. This is what we leave behind.
Yeah.
Yep. So on that note, let's take a break.
Thank you so much. We'll be back here in about 15-20 minutes, everybody. See you then. And welcome back, everyone. So where we last left off, the party had just left the tent of Madame Gerona, 3 kobolds in a trench coat, looting some parts of their fortune, some scam. Who's to say? Me. I'm the DM. I'm the one to say. But to be determined. So you find yourselves in this one of these pavilions. There are several things nearby. What would you like to do?
Assuming Pudhak's still flexing.
Oh yeah, over the top.
Boy, he cannot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess while they're still inside or they're about to like exit from the cart, I think Zol's just keeping an eye out on the street, looking for suspicious thief-looking people.
Make a perception check.
I mean, presumably that's everybody.
I am totally giving this low-down city a glow up. Look at me, people. This is how you present yourself.
We're trying to get people not to look at it.
Yeah.
So,
we get us that? Do you want me to draw
nobody
you?
in particular like sticks out as like thievy characters, but there is a person approaching Pudak right now, like kind of pushing their way through the crowd quite aggressively.
Okay. I nudge him. Incoming.
Aspen will act nonchalant, but he'll be paying close attention to them.
Oh yeah, I'll like the huge flurry, a big bow. You sir, you approaching me. Do you know who I am?
I do not know who you are, but I would love to know. In fact, I am one of the owners of the Temple of Demas right across the street. And we would love to have you as a patron. And I see that you have some other members of your party that I have not seen around this town. I think I would have known and memorized such magnificence upon me seeing it. But I am just one of the 3 owners of the Temple of Demas right across the street, and you there can find some of your greatest desires accomplished.
Sorry, you can own a temple?
I certainly do.
Weird.
Is this like a temple or a brothel?
That's what I was.
Yes.
Oh, is it considering it as a Temple of Demas? It's probably both.
Make a religion check.
Absolutely.
I'll do that as well.
And it's probably, and let me guess, it's
That's
not
an 8.
called. You don't pay. You
It's a
make
24.
a donation. Am I correct in saying that?
Demas is the god of lust, desire, and pleasure.
Yep.
He is the twin brother of Bralin. And while hers is celebration and drinking, kind of like frenzy, his is more debauchery.
Yeah.
Is he a little bit saucy and sassy too?
I don't know. You'd have to meet him.
Okay, we'll meet him one day.
We have all sorts of accommodations.
Well, as a cleric myself, I'm always down to check out a temple.
Of course, a holy man.
No. Calder, no.
Well, in that case, if Calder wants to go, why don't we join him? Accompany our good friend there.
Right. You all have all the fun you want. Could you point me in the direction of your nearest marketplace?
Or we could do that on what
Something
we agreed
tells me maybe it's the scent locked in on your beard. You're a whiskey man.
God damn it.
I have a knack for finding
Whatever
things.
could you mean?
I do have a wonderful 25-year aged whiskey. From across the sea, actually. Perhaps it's something that could be of interest to you. I'm sure it's nothing that you've tasted before.
Could I insight this?
Yeah, go in for insight.
All right.
I love you're suspicious of every NPC by nature.
We're in Craggy Rock. We have to be.
Craggy Rock, my guy.
That's a 16.
16, he is telling the truth.
Okay. That is completely up to you. I'll follow you wherever you need to go.
How about this? You help me with whatever I'm looking for, and I'll make sure to come back and make it work well.
My expensive wares will have whatever you may desire, including my 25-year whiskey that I just want to grace your lips.
Just hearing this makes me feel like I need to make a constitution check.
It's a very specific choice of words you're using. Grace your lips. Lips.
It's all part of the business.
Yeah, I would say.
25. How convenient.
Straight from the city of Luxarna, on the continent of Neolin. It is so fine.
What about 25 years? Why was that?
It's how
He'll hold out his arm for you to link with his. Walk with me, and I'll tell you.
Revelo's like a child, technically.
I'm gonna attempt to insight.
What are you trying to find out? What part of his speech are you trying to insight?
That if his wares can actually help me.
Go ahead, roll for insight.
All right, why not? I mean, I got a 13 in it anyway, and I never get to use it, so 30.
Wow.
So you pick up that he is mostly talking about physical desires and pleasures that he has, and basically what he's insinuating is he has a very wide accommodation of those physical needs.
So, well,
he's already leading Galder towards the temple.
You know what? I'm just honestly, while he's distracted, I'm just kind of gonna back away and just let him walk.
Come try the whiskey.
No, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. All right, let's get the fuck out of here while we still got a chance with our loins intact.
We cannot leave Galder.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
By all means, split the party in Craggy Rock. I'm gonna love this.
Yeah, this.
Please, let's just go with Calder briefly.
Fine.
We'll go into the whatever happens. Yeah. I mean, I can cast Arcane. I didn't prepare it, but I could cast Arcane Lock on his pants. But technically,
I have that.
If you really wish to not go in, I could try something. If you guys would allow me.
I mean, you said that you need to go where a place where information is going. Taverns and whorehouses. You can maybe get some information here too.
Maybe. Okay, we go. Let's follow.
I mean,
let's follow the step of Galder.
About to have a divine moment by the looks of it, so let's go.
All right.
What is our problem with this temple?
It's
Temple to the sex god.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I mean, Temple of Debauchery. I don't know. I mean,
you can find glory on all kinds of battlefields.
yeah. Mostly what I found in battlefields is death and decay.
Well, then find glory in the battlefield of bed.
Listen,
That's my boy.
Entering into the temple, you're brought into a small room in which there is a check, where you're told to derobe, and you're given a towel in exchange.
Just right off the bat. Okay.
Is there like a place we can go where I can keep on my?
Why would you need such things? We have a wonderful hot spring just inside.
Oh God, a hot spring.
It is with purified mineral waters that will invigorate you and strengthen you as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we're doing this, I guess.
No, this sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We've had a crappy run lately, so I could probably use this.
Look no further. You are here for pleasure, are you not? Whatever that may be.
Do you have any giant priestesses? Sorry.
Whoa. Hey, got a type.
Do you all do it?
I ain't one to kink shame. I'm one.
I can't feel the snoo.
Do you all exchange your inventory for a towel?
Entire inventory?
Oh wait,
Your
in the
inventory
lobby.
for a towel.
I mean, the insight check. I mean, this is a priestess. This is a temple of Demas. It's not like we're gonna get robbed, right?
Did you ask that out loud? Or is that you as a player?
As a player.
Let's do it this way. How good is your security on our possessions?
We are on hallowed ground. No celestial fae or fiend is allowed here without our permission. Of course, we do have some of those if they pique your interest.
God.
No, what I mean, if you're getting rid of those on hallowed ground, that is a good thing to do. But what about, I don't know, let's say the Night Lords of your city here? Do they take kind of participation in...
Oh, I see. And he'll snap his fingers and
coins.
he'll snap his fingers and you watch these statues that's kind of just been very stagnant in poise suddenly snap to attention and kind of their eyes flare up with arcane energy. This is very secure.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah, I'm
all right.
good.
Yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we just disrobe here, or do we have places to disrobe?
You'll find a room just down the hall where you may put all of your items into their own storage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm already naked. Okay. All right.
I love the enthusiasm.
Just your plate mail dropping on the ground.
So, Aspen is going to reach out to Zulkifli's mind if he'd let him. What of my disguise? I can't really. Yeah, he's disguised as a wood elf right now. What do you think I should do?
Keep your disguise for now, but see now how they feel.
So, am I able to disrobe as the disguise, or would that require another casting?
My understanding of the illusion is that the illusion is cast over you. And if someone would touch you, they would go through the illusion. So I would say that it's kind of like a cloak that you put over everything, so you would be able to take the stuff off and keep it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Aspen will do that then. I guess his disguised version will disrobe.
Okay. Casimir will.
Oh, Zul Sensing a theme, he's just gonna unstrap his leather.
I'm gonna go get changed back there. I mean, I'm older than most of you, but come on, guys.
Yeah, no, just butt ass naked right in the middle of the room. Taking that, wrapping a towel around him. Covered in scars. Just everywhere. All striped.
Finally my chance to get laid, right?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, this is just is happening. So I guess they all just strip right in the middle of the room. Casimir has lots of scars too, including some from scars from death blows he's received, and one of his arms is just covered in burn scars.
Yeah.
With the impression of a sword hilt in his hand.
Okay. Good times. Good times.
The only scars that Galder has on his body are the like spider web scars from being shattered.
Yeah, and those like red cracks that are on his face are actually in all over his body.
On Pudok's body, you can see a few peculiar scars that were just like stabs, and the tattoos that you were seeing from like the head side, they go totally the whole side of that body is covered in those tattoos.
We've seen it all already.
I love how we're explaining
parts of it. I still have my clothes on. Now I'm butt naked.
PG-13. Yeah, my character has like scars here, and like on his left ass cheek, you actually might notice a couple moles that he might want to get checked out soon. They just look weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
Tattoo saying,
the tattoos are a cultural thing. Come on.
Well, Revelor, he's kind of standing there with his arms crossed. Just. All right, fine. Enjoy your rest. If you need me, I'll be outside. He's gonna take a step outside. He's gonna. He's just gonna. I'll just be right out the door, and he's gonna step outside of the temple.
Revelor, please sit in the lobby.
He's already gone.
I'll step out with Revelor as well.
Yeah, how did Tora feel coming into this place as a fae?
I don't know.
Or even come in.
Yeah, was I like just like at the door like let me in?
He was invited.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. A satyr says no to. Oh my god.
Yeah. This one's not horny. Can you believe it?
Well,
so as everybody except for Revelor and Tora are let in, you actually know this is very similar. Like in some parts of this, is very similar to a tavern. There are many patrons are all walking around with a towel around their waist, being served drinks, laughing. There also seem to be smoking some sort of pipes that are given around. And as you're like sitting there, you are sitting at the bars, and every now and then a like server would come up to you, and they would like open up a briefcase that give you like different types of like almost like cigars. They would offer you vials of various colored powders, that sort of thing.
No, thank you to any of the recreational.
I'm sure this is bloodroot. It is quite rare.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm not sure how Lady Kresno would approve. I'm trying to be a better tiefling.
That's a sentence that nobody's ever said.
A place of holy practice, of course. But we do have Kresna here, if you wish. She'll gesture over to what you see is a elvish lady with silver hair that is dressed to look like Kresna for people who may be interested in such things.
Okay, when I said I wanted to honor my oath to Kresna, I did not mean it in that way.
It actually seems to be a reoccurring theme. There are various people dressed as different gods and goddesses.
Honestly, though, the eyes are a little wrong. A little less piercing than her actual eyes are. Well, at least in the form that she represents in her avatar. Sorry.
Is there anyone around trying to represent like Tumis in any way?
So
the book floating around.
Stop trying to flip your patron.
I'm not. I just want to know.
Surprisingly, is not
floating Naxiarium. Guy just dressed as Naxiarium.
So
look at me, guy.
As you guys explore this very large place, as they have different rooms for all sorts of things, there's the hot spring, the bars, the private rooms, the public rooms, that sort of thing. Revelora and Tora will focus on over to you. What would you two like to do?
I mean, I'd just be following Revelon, as in just like whatever he would like to do.
I'm just kind of like leaning outside the temple, like kind of scanning the crowd.
Okay, make a perception check.
All right. That's that button right there. Oh, that is a nat 1.
A natural 1.
First one of this.
Not much comes up. In fact, you don't like the fog is really heavy. You don't really see anything going on here. And with that natural 1, we'll go back into the other party. Zokivli, as you're kind of like sitting at the bar, drinking water, I would assume, because your character normally does.
Yeah.
You do hear voice. So anyway, I took my knife here and I put it up to his throat. I said, "Give me the money." And you look over, you see this like this familiar face, or rather kind of like rodents kind of features across it. And that's how I got the money for my wedding ring.
Sniffs.
Yeah, who's
Hello.
old friend. I wasn't expecting to see someone like you up in here.
No. Sniffs, I am always here, nearby. Sometimes you don't see me.
You'll see that he's slowly reaching for some cutlery on the bar.
Oh, please. No need. No.
It's just for my protection.
He'll see a wood elf lean forward and speak with Aspen's familiar voice. Hello, Sneeves.
Hi.
It is good you have come from Miss Vanaria. I hear there's very bit trouble there.
Oh, the boss was like, "We got to go back home." Once all that went down. Is Kadri with you?
Hydra's everywhere. Hi, sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know you. How are you?
You notice his nose is like twitching a little bit.
I am very much impressed. We can literally go anywhere and people.
This is true.
Hello there. I don't know the name.
Hello,
My name is
great man.
Sniffs. So, Sniffs,
Yes.
your boss is taking you here, is he?
Yes. I'm sorry. I can't really give much information about the boss.
Don't worry. Don't have to say anything about your boss. Maybe you can say something about what you are doing here.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we're based out of. This is home.
And Sneeves, where might we go if we have something to report about Kydro?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I get advantage, or is it just a straight roll?
That would be
Sneeves.
advantage.
Okay. That's a 14.
14.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't give away Boss Delian's location.
But he wants to know about.
I mean,
Kaido,
perhaps you
doesn't
could tell me and I could report it to the boss.
So once he says he doesn't know if he can tell, Aspen's going to use detect thoughts.
Okay.
And
Also
what are his
a
surface
name
thoughts?
given away right there.
So on his surface thoughts, it's like, what are they here for? Why are they even here? I would expect them to be here. Are they here for the blood war? Are they here for the other manufactured things?
And,
Do you probe further?
Yeah, he's going to probe further.
All right. What's the DC on that wisdom save?
That's a. Let me check if it's different than my regular spells because it's from a feat. So it is.
Don't fail you now.
Okay, yeah, it's my spell save. It's a DC 18.
He will pass that.
No, he will.
He will.
Silvery barbs.
What?
He will pass it.
Okay, damn.
Shit. Okay.
Advantage to Aspen.
All right.
He is a thief. You could assume that he might be wise.
That's fair.
So he's aware that I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I assume.
He is aware. Interesting and tricky out there, but I'm stronger than I look.
Tell me, Sneeves, is it worth it withholding the information?
No, trust me. What the boss will do to me is far worse than what you can manage.
Will he if you still have a boss by the end of the day?
Well, anyway, seeing that he's gonna push up unarmed. I
believe you hadn't had enough to drink yet. Sit back down. They may be unarmed.
Roll intimidation.
All right, and with advantage.
Absolutely.
And Casimir is going to cast a mage hand and just pat him gently on the cheek with it while he's doing that.
What is the intimidation?
21.
21. Heal.
Yeah, and he's getting like a gentle like mage hand tapping on his cheek. There's all kinds of ways to be armed. And it tickles him.
He'll just see like the faintest like green skeletal hand tracing its finger across the bar. You've never done any wrong to us, as far as I know, Sneeves. You understand we may need this information.
I understand. But it's not something I can give away. The boss isn't planning on being here long. He plans on making his return to Mysteria. What are such brave heroes doing in such a place as this?
Well, I like
looking for friends. Go on.
I like to examine any temples I come across as a holy man myself.
Oh yes, there are many holy men who like to come here.
Phrasing.
That sounded almost an insult, and I'm not gonna take it as one, because I don't know you.
Same. I am not sure. Are you now friend of my friend? Or are you not? And something in between? Like, I am not sure the situation we are quite in right now. We were thinking about having good sex and taking a bath, but you are kind of messing up mood.
Feeling the vibes, Neves.
I just was here and y'all came on over. You can go off and do whatever you want, whoever you want. I don't care.
But apparently you do have some kind of information that we would appreciate. So is it more of a question of you don't feel safe with your, what, I don't know your boss's name, or is this a question of money?
Trust me, I would help you. But the boss has an interesting knack for finding out things. There's a reason why we don't have, and I know how ironic this is gonna sound, rats in 3-Claw.
Aspen will nod understandingly, and he'll pat Sneeves on the back. I know it must be dangerous, and you've already given us, though it may not be a lot, some useful information.
Maybe more than you think.
Yes. So, I will thank you very much.
I am so very much confused why he's not asking for price. I don't know.
Just
Make an insight check.
Me making insight?
Mm-hmm.
My passive is not enough? Okay.
Not for a rogue.
Okay. Want the 22? You can have the 22.
22. You can tell that he is genuinely terrified of his boss. Whenever he brings up the boss, his eye twitches, he gets like this nervous tendency. There's something that is surpassing your ability to intimidate. Whatever hold his boss has over him is unbelievably strong.
I suppose. We could always send Kydro to have a conversation with him, Aspen.
Wait a minute. So you're saying he's literally pissing his pants? Well, for me, he's a friend, so I'm including him in my aura of courage, which makes friendly creatures not be frightened anymore.
That's very interesting.
So I do understand that your boss uses kind of terror tactics, which is one kind of ruling. There are dictators out there. That's some kind of people want to do that. But your boss definitely has price for information. Like, he does business. That's why you have business too. So if you would think in shoes of boss, what would be his price? Or at least, how do we approach him to get whatever we want by paying correctly? Nobody said something about free information. That's you introducing us to right people. That is the free information. The rest is business.
Maybe we can meet someone.
Like, it does not have to be you. If you got colleague that does step in between, we like middlesmen. We are this is, as I said, we are enjoying our day, and now we're skipping some business in between, and later we will enjoy our day more.
Yeah,
unless you don't want to do business, that is the totally different thing.
You are right. The boss probably could use your assistance. The bucking horse is where he is currently operating out of. It's on the other side of town. Just go to the bartender. The tabaxi one. Not the other one.
So in short, we will go to
and say you want a chilling drink.
Well, how very kind of you, Sneeves.
Yeah, man. I mean, we go way back, right?
I like. Is he drinking something?
Yeah, he's kind of drinking this kind of very slightly luminescent green drink.
Cool. And I was just like, do you want another one of your, I'll guess, chilling drinks?
Yeah, I think I'd appreciate that.
As courtesy.
Yeah, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
There we go. I will look around if there's like waitresses or.
Yeah, the waitress is actually a type of nymph. She kind of like comes over.
My newfound friend and his quite shiny drink, which I do like. That has a nice color to it. He would like another one on me.
So upon ordering the drink, she'll go over and she'll start like picking up bottles with some sort of, you don't know if it's through magical ability, telekinesis, that sort of thing, or just like whatever ability she has, and start pouring it. She'll shake it and she'll strain into another glass and set it down. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have another drink.
Well, go ahead. I think our business has concluded. Looking at the others with a big question mark.
Aspen will again reach out in his mind to Zulkifli, and he'll ask, "Should we tell him about Kaijiro?"
Just lock eyes with him. Shake him. Sneeves, we will see you again.
Thank you very much, Sneeves.
Back to Cormac and Tora. Go ahead.
I would like to say after that, Aspen, he has no interest in what's going on inside of the temple. He's gonna go reclothe and go out to Revelor and Tora.
Yeah, so before you're able to make your way out there, Revelor, what are you doing outside?
I guess Revelor's starting to get a little impatient. Like, he knows he wants his friends to have a good time, but you know, he's dead set on something right now. He's got a mission in mind that he needs to complete. So he's kind of just like, his arms are a little crossed, a little tighter now. His foot's starting to tap. It's got kind of a sour look on his face. He's like, forget it. I'm going in after them. We have here something we need to do here, and then we need to keep moving.
We made him on the way out.
A strength saving throw, Revelor. And Tora.
Oh no!
As expected.
Save? Oh,
what?
Man.
15.
18.
Hey, look at that.
Not enough, I bet.
So as Tora and Revelor turn around, you feel a sudden tug and your vision goes black as a cloth is put over your face and you're restrained quickly by very strong hands.
Damn it. Oh shit.
You hear a door close and the galloping of horses as whatever vehicle you were just put in is now on its way. The rest of the party, Aspen first, comes out and sees that Tora and Revelor are not there.
Alder and I assume Patak come out 10 minutes after everybody else.
Because I actually did want to do something getting here.
Aspen will be
Alder wanted to get this freak on.
We'll say Aspen and Zulkifli because they're the only ones who specify they're coming out now.
Yeah.
Aspen will be looking around and you know, he'll be looking for Revelor and Tora.
Make a perception check.
All right.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Can I do something?
Cool.
25.
So you do pick up that Revelor was here recently with your scent there, Zulkifli, but you don't see him in the immediate area. You don't have much to go on. You can assume that he might have found something interesting and left.
He said he was going to the market.
He said he was waiting outside for us. Those are two different things.
Why, you think something is wrong?
I'm not sure. This is a weird place. Is there anybody that seems like they've been standing around for a while in the area?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Do we see any peddlers who were still here when we went in and are still here now?
Yeah, that's a 26.
I mean, there are people that were sitting around that you recognize that were maybe like nearby. 26, no one seems to be like panicked or anything like that though. That you can tell with your insight of 26, but you can go up to anybody nearby.
That's
Aspen will go up to, I guess, the closest person to the entrance. Maybe anybody that's chilling outside or something like that. He'll just excuse me.
Hey, my mind just blanked. A guest man will look at you.
It's okay. Are you okay? Maybe you have the powders from inside. Take a moment. This guy's clearly stoned. We need to ask someone else.
Yeah, but the gift man, he.
Yankee, yeah.
All right. Have you seen some people that were standing out here? 2 people, a half elf and a satyr. Leave?
I hadn't seen nobody like that.
Is he telling the truth?
I mean, just using your insight, he seems to be telling the truth.
All right. I guess Aspen will go to the next person.
Okay.
And he'll ask the same thing. He'll just start asking around.
Mm-hmm.
So the next person that you go up to, a girl about the age of 12. She's kind of wearing a cap and a scarf. You can tell that there's like holes in her clothes, that sort of thing. That where she's probably more of a street urchin. Half elf. I might have seen something.
Aspen will reach into his bag and he'll hand her some rations.
I saw an half elven man and satyr get pushed into a cart. I think I saw the family crest. Memory's kind of foggy.
I dig around in my purse and draw out 3 copper pieces.
Not quite sure what it was. It could be so many different families that live here.
I draw out 3 silver pieces.
And she looks at her friend. You know, I think it was the Nightbriars that I saw on that.
I hold up a gold piece, but I don't give it to her. Just sort of hold it in my hand. Just twirl it between the fingers.
Yep, definitely the Nightbriars.
What? You said they pushed inside the cart?
Yeah, put a bag over their heads. Put them in the cart.
Which way did they go?
She'll point at the street and she'll give the directions to the manor just outside of town where the Nightbriars reside.
And I go, boop, and then the coin flips up and catch it, and then I drop it at her feet.
She'll pick it up. She'll smile, and she and her friends will dart off. And the first place they go to is a treat cart.
Aww. Little girl. All right.
At this point, Galder, Casimir, and Budak will walk out.
I was really looking forward to that soak, but we got what we needed. Where's everyone else?
Still not laid. What?
So back to Tora and Revelor.
God damn it.
Now, no need for any rash action. The bags are taken off your head, and on your left and right are 2 half orcs, both like really close together. Aiming forward is a drow man, not what you were expecting. I got somebody up at the manor who might want to talk to you.
Oh yeah, who might that be?
Oh, I can't give away all the secrets. And from his pocket, he'll pull out a pepper box, just rest it on his thigh. No sudden moves until we get there. And what happens next is a story for another time.
Oh dear.
Shit.
So everyone, we're gonna be ending a little bit early today. However, that's a great stopping point. So thank you so much to everyone for tuning into tonight's session. Don't want to get too far without Caleb, and we'll see you next week here at Prestige Encounters twitch.tv/Lich Souls. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to Jeremiah, who plays Aspen.
Yeah, wow. Great session 69, everybody. That was pretty cool. You guys celebrated session 69 by going into a temple of Deimos and maybe doing things off camera. But
No, we didn't have time.
you didn't have time. Hey.
Hey, 2 seconds all I need.
But yeah, it was a great session. Very, very interesting ending point. And
The ending.
yeah, maybe not a happy ending, but definitely a good one. But yeah, it was a great session, y'all. I can't wait till next week. And with that, I'll pass it over to Noah, aka Zulkifli, our human blood hunter.
Hey, I made it, sore throat and all.
Woo.
Episode 69 is when it all came full circle for this guy. Over to you, Revelar.
Thank you so much, Noah. Yeah. All right. Well, we're in for an interesting adventure next week here at Prestige Encounters.
Looking forward to it.
I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, great session as always. Can't wait to see what Revelor and Tora have gotten themselves into now, despite only having met one session ago. But yeah, great session as always. Thank you to all of our wonderful role players. Thank you to everyone in chat for chatting it up tonight, and of course, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting this story together and bringing us together each and every week, that we don't have something come up last minute. Anyway, yeah, with that, that's all I got. So, Guy, why don't you take it away, buddy?
I'm not used to taking it from you, so.
Session 69,
Session
everybody.
69, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Oh. Yeah, that was pun intended. Okay. Great session. Lots of fun. You know, we got to be teleported. We got to almost go to a brothel. We got wonderful little character moments showing, you know, the brilliance of, you know, using your abilities in interesting ways, and the benefits of splitting the party to create narrative tension. As always, fun. Great playing with this group of people, especially as I get to play with some new players. Wonderful getting to see where the story goes next week. And you know, I'm gonna just hand it over to Dakota, who plays Galder.
No fuck.
Whoa. What happens off screen happens off screen.
Okay,
No,
no,
this is the one.
I'll let you all keep that in your
session was
mind.
just now.
No. I was gonna get some information while fucking. All right.
Oh yeah, sure.
He was
No,
gonna
let's open with that. We'll open with that next session.
But yeah, no, great session. Session 69. With that, I'm gonna pass it over to Killian, plays Pudak.
Yeah, as you said, off screen there was some happy ending. And holy crap, definitely splitting party tension. Great. And a lot of laughs tonight. A great session. So handing it over to Tora.
Wow, what an ending, eh? Good ending. Was just trying not to be horny.
Well,
You know, was trying to look out for his good friend Revelor, and then I get kidnapped.
the
Yeah,
holy
yeah.
rule is all.
I haven't done anything yet, so you know, with that though, thank you to the DM, and I'll pass it over to them as well.
Thank you so much there, Tora. It was a great session, and congratulations to Killian for doing his first summary next week. So, yay! You're so excited. And with that, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget that tomorrow is our CSD stream here at lichsouls.tv, twitch.tv/lichsouls. And we'll see you for our adventure on the open seas. There are 2 days left to take part in our Genshin Impact sponsorship. For more information on how to properly take part in that, because there are quite a few steps to follow through, please join our Discord. And without anything else to say, I'll go ahead and say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye bye.